Hi, welcome to our video tutorial. In this video tutorial, we'll see how to implement conditional statements with switch case statements. We have seen how to implement if-else statements in the previous video. So in this video, we'll implement a switch syntax. So let's create a new file, HTML file, switch case statement dot .html. Now, what we are going to do here is the same as if-else statement. We are going to accept a value from a user and identify which value is entered and show different messages according to the value being given conditionally. Okay, so let's create let's make our standard values first. Cool. So let's create a function. Let's call it tell exam status. We accept a value from a user, its grade, and if grade is A, then we say passed. If B, passed. If C, we'll show different messages. If it's A, it's passed, and also excellent job, good job, satisfactory. So we'll define different criteria. So first of all, let's write our input text box. Type is text, and ID is text mark. I'm going to store text grade. I'm going to store grade in this text box now. Let's also add our button on click. Tell exam status. Don't forget to write empty parentheses on your own click, otherwise it doesn't work. So tell status. Okay, now let's create a variable called grade and let's read the variable the data from our text grade, right? So get element by ID and the element ID is text grade. Now read text read value from that text box. Now I will say switch. Now I have to provide the variable to check the value from. Okay, now in this opening and closing parentheses, I will check different cases. The first case, if grade is A, right? Now this is exactly means if grade equal to A. Okay, this is what I'm trying to do, but in a different syntax, and I'll try to discuss about the if and switch differences finally. Okay, so if grade is A, then our alert message is going to be passed, excellent job. Now we have to break here, which means the case A, if grade is A, then you do this and you stop, otherwise it will jump to our second case. Second case is if grade is B. Which grade? The variable I put in a switch block. So the message is going to be excellent sound. So great job. Break, which means stop here, don't go further. Our third C. for C, we'll say just passed. Okay, break. Now either it's D or F. I don't mind. I just want to say failed, right? So I don't have to specify case D and case F and put the same message on both. So what I can do is I can write default, which means either of those three options are false. Then you come here and say alert failed. There you go. Okay, now let's try this. So let's open our file from here. Okay, so if grade is A, tell status passed, excellent job, thank you. If grade is D, tell status failed. If grade is F, or if grade is anything other than ABC, then failed. We didn't do any validation, so that's what it does. What if C? Then tail status just passed, nothing more. Okay, so this is how we implement conditional statements using if-else switch case statements. Now let's discuss something about if-else, the difference between if-else statements and switch statements. In case of switch statements, only we can use switch statements if we are comparing a single value using equal to operator. Okay, let's assume if we are trying to implement the example we did in if-else statement, like mark is greater than or equal to 90, can we try to do it in our case statement? The other point is, if we are trying to compare two values, which means using logical operators, which means this value equals or greater than or equal to this value and some comparison. So if I am trying to check two comparisons to decide, then I can't use switch case. Switch case only works for single variable comparisons, mostly with equal to comparisons. Okay, other than that, I have to use if-else statements. But using switch case statement is much nicer than using if-else statements. It's more clean, because in case of if-else statement, I have to write mark or the comparison variable in every else if statement, right? But not in the case of switch statement. I just wrote it once and then I defined multiple cases for an already set variable. So this is more clean implementation of a conditional statement, but it has limitations. It only works for single variable comparison. Okay, I hope it's clear. If you have any questions and comments, please let us know by writing in a comment section below. Thank you very much for watching, and also make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you'll get notifications about our future videos. Thank you very much again.